choosing the master cone is one of the final steps before sealing. You just shaped with an instrument that has a tip diameter of 0.25 millimeters and a taper of 6%. So you're going to want to use a master cone of 25 with a 6% taper. So is that the right choice? You'll need to test it to make sure it's correct. It will highly depend on the amount of lateral support you made, as this lateral support will create more space. So to achieve the talk back, that is the resistance to canal withdrawal, you'll need to test your master cones. Also, remember that master cones are mostly handmade, so they have much more variability than alloy instruments. So, in your boxes, maybe one master cone is labeled 25, but is actually 28 or 22. That's why it's essential to test the master cone to validate it. When your master cone feels resistance to insertion and especially to withdrawal at the apical zone, it matches your preparation. So that's the one you can choose. Personally, I tend to choose a master cone with a taper smaller than the instrument I used to allow for compaction device insertion. Lateral condensation or thermocompaction, which is the technique I use. But if you use a warm vertical condensation technique, you would tend to use a 6% cone. Here for our molar, a 6% cone. 30% that has been tested since we did lateral support. The 25% didn't have resistance to withdrawal. Here we see that when we pull on it, there's slight resistance. So it's a 30 with a 4% taper that will allow me to perform pure thermocompaction right into the apical zone.